Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. I developed a fast cooking system for the 21st century lifestyle. Because the traditional home cooking no longer work for most people in the modern world. A modern home cooking must be able to compete with fast and processed foods in order for it to be sustainable. This means modern home cooking has to be efficient, fast, practical, and fun. And this is the reason I developed my fast cooking system. To make home cooking sustainable and as part of the daily routine. And the word fast represents the four attributes of this cooking system, which is flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. Using this cooking system, you can create a meal using fresh ingredients from scratch in 30 minutes or less. This video is a good demonstration of my fast cooking system in creating a salmon salad. Using my cooking system, you are able to create this high-quality dish in less than 10 minutes. My friend Jason cooks such a dish on a regular basis. Jason loves salmon, but until recently, he was reluctant to cook salmon at home. Salmon, like most seafood, is difficult to cook it just right. Because you do not want to undercook them, but at the same time, you do not want to overcook them either. The window for cooking salmon perfectly is very narrow. And the tendency for salmon to be overcooked is very common in home cooking. A salmon is expensive, therefore it is frustrating when the salmon does not turn out right. Therefore, Jason rarely cooked salmon until recently. And after he adopted my method of cooking salmon, he is now having salmon about twice a week. He now enjoys both the culinary pleasure as well as the nutritional benefit of eating salmon on a regular basis. I'm going to walk you through this method in this video. This video will include advanced prepping of the salmon, pan frying the salmon in the wok, template-based cooking, and flavor chasing. And combining these four attributes, you can create almost infinite variations of this basic salmon template. So first, let us start with advanced prepping. Now, most of the time, when you go to a grocery store, you find that salmon is being sold in portions. And they usually weigh about 1 pound. After you bring the salmon back from the store, you cut them up first. You want to use a knife that is sharp enough that you can cut through the skin. I use a ceramic vegetable knife that works very well. The ceramic knives stay sharp for a long time. I would recommend you to cut the salmon into the size that is shown here. I normally divide the salmon into 2 meals. In this video, I'm going to create a salmon salad for 2 people. And this is just about the right amount. I purchased fresh salmon that have never been frozen. I always look at the back for the expiration date. I make sure that I buy the one with the longest expiration date. I always prep the salmon as soon as I brought them back from the grocery store. I usually use the first half of the salmon on the day when I bought them. And then I will use the second portion in the next 2 to 3 days, definitely before the expiration date. Before I cook the salmon, the first thing I will do is to assemble the salad. For this salad, I'm going to use a combination of romaine lettuce together with some cucumber, and I'm also going to put some cherry tomatoes, and last but not the least, I'm going to add some color bell pepper. This all came from my advanced prepping. So as you can see here, advanced prepping is not only for stir frying, but it is also can be used for creating a raw salad. And for salad dressing, I'm going to use a combination of olive oil and balsamic vinegar. It took me about 3 minutes to set up the salad, and now I'm ready to cook the salmon. I'm going to pan fry the salmon in my Cuisinart 14-inch stainless steel wok. And if you don't have a wok, you can obviously use a frying pan instead. The wok works really well because of its size. It actually reduces splattering. I use just enough oil to cover the bottom of the wok. I use canola oil, and you can use any cooking oil that have a high smoking point. I then season my stainless steel wok, use my spot seasoning method. If you'd like to learn more about this method, you can take a look at this video. The method is very simple. Basically, I just heat up the oil until it starts to smoke gently, and then I turn off the heat, and I let the oil to smoke for another 15 seconds. And this is the time when the wok is being seasoned. And this will create a non-stick cook surface. And then right away, I start to place the salmon into the wok. I put the salmon with the skin side down. Most people do not eat salmon skin because they find it is too fatty. However, using this method, I cook the salmon skin to a crispy texture. This now turned out to be our favorite part of the salmon. When you bite into it, it gives a slight crunch, and it is rich in flavor. It takes about 60 to 90 seconds to create this crispy texture. How long this will take depends on the heat intensity of your stove. I use a glass-top electric stove, and I usually leave the setting of my burner on high, and that takes about 90 seconds to reach the texture that I want. And the appearance of skin usually is about brownish black. I next flip the salmon on the side. This will brown the flesh of the salmon, but I do not want to blacken them. This usually takes only about 20 to 30 seconds. I repeat this for all sides of the salmon. This method not only makes the salmon taste better, but it also cooks the salmon faster. And of course, depending on the size of the salmon, some will cook faster. The thinner pieces of salmon will cook faster than the thicker pieces. So you can remove the thinner pieces when they are ready. Using this method, it will prevent you from overcooking the thin pieces. On the other hand, when you cook an intact piece of salmon, when the thick portion of salmon is properly cooked, the thinner portion of the salmon will be overcooked. Okay, now you can transfer all the salmon pieces and place them on top of your salad. We did not season this salmon at all because salmon has great natural flavor. And the salmon will pick up the flavor of the balsamic vinegar in the salad. So now you have a great salmon salad that could be cooked in less than 10 minutes. This dish takes advantage of all the 4 attributes of my fast cooking system. With advanced prepping, you have all the ingredients ready to go when you cook. And with template-based cooking, you can use this salmon for many different types of dishes. Even though we do not stir fry the salmon, but the basic principle is essentially the same. Instead of cooking the salmon in its entirety, it's cutting up into small pieces so it can be cooked rapidly. This is the same principle as stir frying. And with flavor chasing, you can combine the salmon with other food ingredients to create the desired flavor that you want. And Jason told me that he now rarely eat out because he loved the salmon as well as other dishes that now he can cook for himself. And he knows what he's liked. Now he becomes his own very best cook. And with the fast cooking system, he can do it efficiently with practicality, speed, creativity, and fun. I post a video each day, and if you would like to learn more about my fast cooking system, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.